There's the super distortion.
Glory. What's up, everyone? If you guys are tuning in, we're just getting the shit settled, fixed up. We're about to press record. Get episode 139 started and in the can. There we go. Hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the little pre-hang where it's just kind of the meet, greet, and bullshit of the day and me getting my shit together. All right, everyone. We're gonna get it going. Rundown. We're gonna talk about Elvis and his involvement with a Honda ad from back in the day. Joe Egan dies, Bon Jovi stuff, Tom Fowler, Steve Perry, Cyndi Lauper, and somebody needs surgery and is canceling shows. We'll get more into that later, episode 139. Here we go.
On a journey through deep space, trapped in a war, two pirates fight the good fight, armed with only 6 strings and some pretty bitchin' beards. It's time for your weekly dose of pirate madness. You're now listening to the Guitar Pirates Podcast.
What's up, everyone? And welcome to a post 4th of July episode of the Guitar Pirates Podcast. Yes, it's episode 139, where we could music, news, guitar gear, and Face Horse Sport Club show. I'm your host, Josh Jones.
I'm your co-host, Jim Steger.
Guys, and welcome to the foothills of the Ozark Mountains. Thank you for inviting us into your earlobes and your eyeballs. Jim, how was your 4th?
Good. I got to do nothing.
Got to do nothing.
It was nice for both of us.
Yeah, our local lanes, local bowling alley holds probably the most underrated show in the area.
Oh yeah.
Like, wouldn't say can't say it's the best because I didn't see them all, but boy, it's like an MMA fight, and the others are like an old boxing match.
I will have to say
the others go pew pew, and this one's like boom 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 boom, and it's like, well, good Jesus.
I will have to say that's the most people I've ever seen get ready for the fireworks.
Yeah, it was a big deal this year. I don't know what happened, if everybody just caught the bug or what, but it was crazy,
bigger than I've ever seen. I haven't seen that many people ever.
I know that at the end of the Driftwood show, they set off 4 big ass fireballs, and inevitably all these posts in town, what happened at the end of the fireworks show? It looked like an explosion. And everybody that knows is always chiming in, like Richard Morton and stuff. He's like, it's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to have, like, that's their calling card. They used to have 1 big one, and this year it was 4 big ones. Like, it was awesome.
Which, now you said that, my buddies own a local resort, so I went down to theirs, which, for a local resort, it was nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
It was a good fireworks. It was a good fireworks show, but my buddy Chris, Chris Sparks, but he made a sparkler bomb, so we set it off beforehand. It's just boom, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, that wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to happen." I even was like, "Damn, that didn't sound good." But yeah, he set off 2 sparkler bombs. That was just to get everybody's attention for the fireworks.
To get everybody like, hey, the dinner bell sounds.
It sounded like C4.
Yeah.
It was loud.
Shit'll surprise you, man.
Yeah.
Shit'll surprise you.
It was a good 4th. I mean, I went to the Red, White, and Blue Festival. I sat like 150 yards away from everybody, but I mean, Fireworks are always fun.
This was the first red, white, and blue festival we didn't get invited to.
And it was the hottest red, white, and blue festival.
Wah, wah, wah. And like I texted the guys and we were like, eh.
Yeah.
After a while, it's just kind of like same old crap.
Yeah. But it also was the hottest one.
Last year was super hot, and the year before was blazing. Like it
would have followed suit then.
It was just the same old shit, hotter than hell in the middle of a field with no shade. Your instruments are getting ruined. The drums are getting blasted, like by that sun. Like I'm surprised they didn't like fall apart and melt.
Everybody's hot. Nobody cares.
Yeah, and it sucks.
At that point, it's like even if you're kicking ass up there, it's just noise to them.
Dude, when I went and did it, the one year they had a fan, and I was like, okay, cool, I have a little fan. The next year, I brought a fucking shop fan. The thing was as big as my dog Clyde, and I had the thing sitting next to me on stage. It's as big as my amp was.
Damn, which
I'll show you, and it's in the garage. It's like not the super huge shop fans that you see, but it's like a medium sized one. But it's big. It's enough. Big. People seen it and was like, "Damn!" And I'm like,
"Yeah."
Unless you played last year,
the rest. Can we rent that?
Can we use that for? I felt, dude, and I maybe that's why they didn't invite me back, because when I got done, I unplugged everything that was mine and put it in my van and left.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it was,
as you should. I mean, what's the point? We'll start our own festival one day.
But yeah, no shit. Comment down below, or comment whenever you watch this, or hit us up and let us know what you did for the 4th. If you did nothing for the 4th, that's cool too.
And also, rest in peace to that father that put a firework on his head and died instantly. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
I mean,
some people are just morons.
Yeah, I mean, it sucked. I mean, rest in peace to the fella, and I'm sad for his family that watched it happen. But what are you doing?
What do you expect?
Well, I just don't get it. Oh yeah, we do have a dirty laundry. Haktua girl. The guy that posted the video wants his cut now. But the thing is that he posted the video. He's gonna get money off her clicks. What happens after the video's posted? That's out of your control, brother. As far as I'm concerned.
If it's his video, then it's
his video, but it wasn't his words.
No, but I mean, it's like streaming rights and this, that, and the other. He can't monetize the words.
Nope.
But he should be able to do the video.
No, the video, of course.
That video is his in that sense.
But yeah, I mean, you don't think
there's such a gray line here.
Think of the millions and millions and millions of views that he got off that video. He's making money off that video. It's like what? People are making money from her hand over fist. She deserves her cut too.
Well, and she's monetizing and she's signing with representation, and
hey, she didn't ask for any of it though.
No,
they asked.
No, she didn't ask for any. She just blew up because she was wholesome and talked about spitting on wieners.
Yeah. And, think about the dude asking that question. It's like,
he was just looking for Haktua.
Yeah. And then, it blew up and now he's like, oh, I want my cut. It's like, you're already going to make money off her anyway. What cut do you get? Yeah, you asked her the question, but
if anything, he should be doing this in the right way to promote a show.
Yeah.
Not just create controversy.
Yeah.
Because what he'll do is he'll lose every bit of viewership he has now.
Yeah.
That he's gained.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything that he's built for will just go.
Yep.
Because he's being stingy, and America already loves Haktua.
Yeah. She's America's sweetheart.
He's screwed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not a race thing. It's I don't know. It's just cut and dry.
Yep. He asked a question. She gave a fun answer, and whatever happens after that, internet does what internet does.
I do think he deserves something.
Well, yeah,
He
but
deserves something in his own way, but whatever that something was is clearly gone now. If he's gonna act like he's entitled,
yeah. Well, I've read a lot of comments like he deserves 50%. It's like, no, the fuck, he does not.
no, he doesn't.
Absolutely does not
No,
deserve
no, he
50% because she did not ask for this. The internet was starting to make money off of her before she got signed with everything. I'm sure he was getting clicks and he's getting money from her before she got money.
His show has to get at least a little more views now.
Yeah, because the
Even the-
retweets and the
Yeah.
rehashes that he got from that thing is unbelievable. So I think that yeah, he can get like maybe 10% for posting her, but
I don't even think he deserves that. I think he can get all of royalties from use of that video.
yeah, absolutely, as he should.
He could get that, but he can't monetize Haktua. He can't monetize Spit on that thing.
Nope.
That's her
Yeah.
deal.
She's already lowered up and she's
That's
getting that
what
taken care
that
of.
would be her. But the video use of the video,
yeah.
Like if his payday needs to be selling the rights to the video.
Yep.
If that's his shit, because you own the video that comes through, right? So the rights to the use of the video,
yeah,
should be sold to whomever.
And the Haktua girl could have representation that could give him a
decent buyout of the video.
So it's what he should do.
So she owns all four corners of her internet escapade,
as she should. And he can still get a hefty payday because she's going to make millions and millions of dollars.
He can still get a hefty payday.
Yeah.
Off of that video,
and then a percentage of
because the residuals will pay, but they only pay. You can get a big lump sum up front. Some media company wants to buy it. Say like the company that owns Ridiculousness wants to buy it.
Yeah.
Couple mil for Haktua video.
Yeah. I'd sell in a heartbeat.
Or whatever they want. I don't know.
Because
that's not us.
She's going to have her 15 minutes of fame has turned into
about 15
hours.
Weeks.
Yeah, 15 weeks.
We've talked about it 3 different times now.
But it's so wholesome. I can't help it. It's so wholesome.
But yeah, no, it's funny to see. We were talking about early on. Dude deserves something. He doesn't deserve half.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
Take half a shit.
Yeah. He's gonna get his payday.
He'll get his payday in his own way.
Be humble about it.
There you go. Be glad that it happened to you. Don't be fucking sad that it's gone.
Yeah. You got the video. You have the original video. You have the essence of everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't go after her. Go after the people that are stealing your video and retweeting it and making pages and making money off your video. Those are the people you should go after.
Exactly.
And I would understand that 100%. But you don't deserve what she's getting.
Getting after Haktua is not going to help your cause.
You got your own hustle you can get your money from, not her hustle.
Yeah.
That's America today. But yeah, I read that today. It's like, yeah, we gotta dirty laundry this one, even though we've dirty laundried her a lot, but she's America's sweet. Well, she's the girl. Well, she's something.
She's something. My daughter would say, "Dad, you're something. You're something else, Dad."
Yucky.
Yucky. All right, guys, we're gonna move on out of DL. Jumping into this day in music, formerly Strapped. Also, like Strapped this day, kind of the same thing. Brought to you by Franklin Straps and Tonal Music. Shout out to Charlton and Franklin and the crew over there. 2023, a Michigan jury ruled that a 2014 document found in Aretha Franklin's couch after her death was valid will to her multi-million-dollar estate. The verdict ends in a nearly 5-year legal squabble within the family. It was widely believed that she had not prepared a will. Roughly $6 million in real estate, cash, golden records, and furs or to her music copyrights. The heart of the dispute was the sole superstar's 4 children. The heart of the dispute, her 4 children would inherit. This is not worded very well. Excuse me. 2014, Tommy Ramone dies at age 65. How many Ramones are there?
Well, I know they're buried all over the country too. I mean, you have some over there in L.A., one's in New York.
Funeral of John Entwistle from The Who took place in 2002.
That was the first guitar book I ever got. Was the Jonathan? Remember that big Jonathan Entwistle? His guitar collection, well, his bass collection and weird ass basses. Had a lot of weird shit.
'92, Jerry Garcia, a range of 8 ties designed by Garcia, the Grateful Dead, went on sale in the U.S. President Bill Clinton bought a set. The collection grossed millions in the U.S. by the end of the year.
And I heard somebody say that Grateful Dead wasn't that big. I was like, what did you just say? It's like, they weren't that big. I'm like, yeah, okay. Say the word Dead Bears. I mean, that pretty much
will
covers everything you need to know how big the Grateful Dead was.
Couple more here, and we're going to move it on out of this day in music. 82. And I've recently seen this guy in the past few years. He's built like a brick shithouse. Phil Colleen, former guitarist with the glam rock band Girl, replaced Pete Willis and Def Leppard, who was fired due to excessive alcohol consumption on the job. And let me tell you, Phil Colleen is a monster.
Yes.
The dude shredded, plays great, sounds great, runs circles around everybody. Yeah. Last bit, 69, David Bowie. Space Odyssey was released in the UK for the first time. It was timed to coincide with the Apollo moon landing, but had to be re-released before it became a hit later in the year in the UK. Bowie would later revisit his Major Tom character in the songs Ashes to Ashes, Hello Space Boy, and possibly the music video for Black Star. Are you a Bowie fan? How do you feel about David Bowie?
Big, massive respect for Bowie.
Tons of respect.
I like Ziggy Stardust like
more
than the solo. And even though the Ziggy Star stuff, if you look at the videos, you'd be like, what is that? What is that?
What happened here?
What's going on here?
Yeah.
I mean, him and Mick Jagger have probably, for lack of terms, the most flamboyant music video ever.
Yeah.
Dancing in the Street.
Yeah.
The two straightest people that probably in the history of music. Everybody thought that they were both gay, but they're not.
No.
But that video is like,
make you wonder.
But I mean, I don't give a damn if they were or not. It's just like, wow, that's one of the most flamboyant videos. And it wasn't from like somebody that was flamboyant. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I guess they both were pretty flamboyant in their times, but yeah, much respect for David Bowie.
Yeah, that just some of the stuff, like it's not even the Stevie stuff really. It's just like everything before that and even after it.
I mean, the Stevie stuff is fantastic.
Great, yeah. And what he did find, trying to bring him in and everything, and that whole story is a wonderful story unto itself.
But thanks to Mick Jagger. He's the real hero in the SRV to Bowie fame. But it's fantastic that even if you don't like David Bowie's music, there's no reason to not like him. You know what I mean? There's absolutely no reason not to like him at all. You can respect people. It's like, yeah, I don't like Nickelback, but I respect the hell out of them. I mean, look what they've done. I mean, shit, almost 100 million albums. There's got to be respect somewhere. It's like, yeah, it's not my cup of tea. It's like, I don't like Green Day, but I respect what they've done. Same as my. This is gonna. It's gonna taste like vinegar. U2. That's my most hated band, but you have to respect. You have to respect. You have to respect what they've done musically.
Yeah.
Even though individually you may
It's
not
like,
like them.
we get caught up in that whole 20 greatest guitar players with Taylor Swift and da da da. But when you break down the list and where it came from, you just kind of laugh at where the list came from and realize that no, she's not there, but realize that in an odd spectrum of playing, she can sing and songwrite and play circles around most people.
Yeah, but
she's not.
She's
I'm
not the eighth best guitar player
No,
in the
and
20th year.
we can go into that at nauseum, but I'm telling you, the list was flawed from the beginning. It was very narrow, and you've seen the list. It was like all these weird splatters of like, it was just basically it was somebody's playlist.
Yeah,
is what it reminded me of.
Jim Root being number 7, I was like, damn.
It was
giving
just
him props.
somebody's like,
or number 10 or whatever.
it was like basically like, we're gonna take all these big people and just throw it at the wall. Part of me gets it to be devil's advocate. I get it. I don't think it's right. I get it, what they're trying to reach for because of what she's accomplished and what she's done and played and da 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 da. But I think people are looking at the playing thing.
Well, that's what it was supposed to be.
And I get it.
It has nothing to do with songwriting.
I know.
It was guitar
and
playing.
That's why I feel like the list was just
garbage.
Yeah, garbage.
Because if you, dude, go do yourself a favor.
I want to get that guy's soundbite.
Garbage.
So bad. I want it.
I know we need it, but it's like if you read the like, there's nothing that we could say, but if you read the comments on that post, she got. Even people are like, I'm a Swiftie, and this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. When your fans are like, no.
It's like when gay people get mad at drag queens in school. It's like, if gays are getting mad about this, there's something wrong. There's something wrong.
But my favorite one, it's like this person's like, yeah, I'm a Swiftie, and it's like, yeah, she can play those 3 chords awesome, but no.
Now she starts shredding and soloing and like wielding that bitch like motherfucking, like Rosetta. But we don't see that. We don't see her holding that thing like Rosetta and going crazy.
Take Taylor Swift out, put Nita Strauss at 8. Got it.
Easy,
yes,
easy.
100%. Yes,
you could have done that with any
of them.
Any of them now. Kiki, Sophie Loren. You could have done
even Lizzie Hale, for God's sake.
Because it's Lizzie Hale that.
But Nita's the best. I think the best of
Kayla
them.
Kent.
Yeah.
The dime bag chick.
Yeah.
Put her in there.
Yeah.
For YouTube, like, she's great.
Well, she's great, but I want to see originals, not covers.
And that's true. But
not plug-in guitar. I want to hear live real guitar, because that's when you get to hear the essence of how good somebody really is or really isn't, in my opinion.
But even if you look at guitar playing, you could look at Kayla Kent and compare playing to Swift and go, well, even without plugins or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and then that's the YouTube guitar player. It has its own niche now.
Well, it absolutely
has its own thing.
And it's like, I'm not dogging them, but it's like we've said, it's like, yes, when you put a plug in, it's so like it's so perfect.
Well, and the fact that they didn't even put like Nancy Wilson in there.
Yeah.
Like, she can fucking play.
What's the one from
Evanescence or Sue Foley?
What's the one that was from Evanescence that she got fired from Evanescence?
I don't remember.
Oh, I can't remember her name. She was awesome.
Or awesome even too. Like Sheryl Crow or Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many.
But others. I mean, in the last 20 years.
But yeah, Tedeschi, Sue Foley. There's 2 right there.
Yep. And I would still put Nita Strauss above. That's just because I'm.
Well, she's great. She
just
can do a lot.
ridiculous.
But I think we've talked about this at nauseum in the sense of the list is dumb.
It's not as infuriating as the Rolling Stone top 300.
That top 250 or whatever that was.
But it's still it's not even an
just-
infuriating thing. It's like we just know that she's not
You
number
just
8.
know when you go, it's just a waste of time.
But it's like I want to hear somebody on just the guitar side. I want to hear somebody explain to us why she's number 8. Just guitar wise, not guitar.
I want to hear their reasoning.
The reasonings,
because I can play devil's advocate all day long and try to make up something.
Well, I mean, the songwriting, yeah. I mean, she could be the number. I mean, she's with the number 1 artist of all time almost now, almost 1.2 billion, something like that. I mean, she's up there. She's getting up there as the number 1 selling artist to ever live, but she's still not. And I mean, she's not up in like Elvis and Prince and
just nowhere near Prince. Like, but still, like it was just a bad. I don't know.
It wasn't unfair, but see that
bad.
it wasn't infuriating because when we read it, I was just like, "That's no."
No, when I read it, I disagreed, but I see their point, and I say it with disdain.
Yeah,
I say it with a fart in my mouth. You know what I mean? Like
you make a valid point of what you're saying. Your point makes sense, but in the essence of the article,
I'm always gonna try to bring out the other side.
I don't know.
Makes a good argument. Do I agree with it?
No. We
but just trying to see another perspective. It's kind of the whole point of the show.
You're better than Taylor Swift. I'm just saying you could be number 8.
Oh, jeez.
Just put you on number 8. People are like, who the hell's this guy?
Who's this ugly bastard?
Better than Taylor Swift.
Jesus Christ, no.
I'm better than Taylor Swift.
I couldn't write a better song than her.
I don't know.
I did one with my daughter, and we go, boogers and poop and fart and pee. That's all my baby gives to me. And that's all we do.
But that's okay. I've listened to Taylor Swift songs. Garbage, in my opinion. But she's a good artist. She's an entertainer. I think she's more of an entertainer.
Dude, those tours are crazy, man. She does a lot. Like, did you hear about the deal? Like, her and Travis Kelce spent so much odd money flying around.
Have you seen her flight path?
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, let's get off of this because we are
we're gonna start fist fighting.
No, I'm not even.
No.
We're a guitar show. We're not talking about Taylor Swift. That's what it is.
I mean,
talked about this dumb list for 2 weeks and it shouldn't even be a damn thing. Yeah,
it kind of isn't a little bit.
I think people make it too much. It's just
we're gonna
It's dumb.
In the next 6 months, we will make our own top 20 list and we're gonna compare it. That's what we should do. We need to make our own top 20 in the last 20 years.
The top 20. Speaking of top 20, we'll move on. These guys are definitely first class, top tier, top 1A, 1B. Guys, and that's Greenbeard Grooming. Head over to Greenbeard Grooming and get a tree planted in a national forest in your name. Also find some of the best beard hardware in the game, from their folding beard combs to the Sequoia beard rakes, small, medium, and large to the Boar bristle brush. Take care of your beard today with Greenbeard Grooming. Thank you, Ryan. We love you, buddy. And let's jump in some Jim's Metal Minute. Jim's Metal Minute!
And welcome to Jim's Metal Minute. As I've been doing, or as I've said for the past couple weeks, we're going to do a song of the day. We're going to keep Jim's Metal Minute to a minute or so. And today's song of the day, I had to go Pantera today. We're going to go from 1994. Far Beyond Driven album, the intro track, Strength Beyond Strength. Because if you're having a rough day in the summer and the sun's this as last week we talked about the sun beating you down, it's getting into the middle of July. That's where summer's really starting to kick in. You need some strength. Go listen to some Pantera, Strength Beyond Strength. Get some. It's one of those, it's like testosterone. That whole album is like, for me, it's like just straight testosterone. Because I know some people like, oh, Cannibal Corpse is garbage. I can't hear it. I don't know what he's saying. It's just mumbling. It's like you can understand everything Pantera says.
Yeah, there's a few you can't. But I mean, it can get really close.
It can get close, but I mean, 90% you can hear every single word that Phil says. But Strength Beyond Strength, if you haven't heard Far Beyond Driven, that album from 1994, give it a listen. I'm not saying that's where you should jump into Pantera, but I'm saying that that's a good start. Because if you go backwards, it's the only band in history that if you started from their Reinventing the Steel, the last album, and go backwards, they get lighter instead of heavier. It's if you reverse it, they get lighter. And even their early stuff is not light. It's just not as heavy as they go. They're the only one that I've ever seen that just gets heavier and heavier as far as a commercially successful band. I mean, you have some bands, like Linkin Park. I don't know what happened with Linkin Park. Hybrid Theory was unbelievable. And then whatever they put out before Chester died, I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
I have no idea. That poor guy that plays guitar with the headphones on, like, why am I even in the band anymore?
Oh my God.
They pretty much took him out of the band. Have you watched him live? Like the newer stuff? He's just sitting there like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, he just like makes noises.
I don't know what to do anymore. I went from being a main faction of this band, and I don't know if it was more computerized as they went on.
Probably. I don't know. But I haven't listened really since I was a kid.
Yeah. Hybrid Theory is still a great album, but Far Beyond Driven, that's a song, or Strength Beyond Strength from Pantera, 1994, Far Beyond Driven album. The opening track is a song of the day. And that's what I started my day with today. And I was like, yep, this is a song. As soon as I opened my eyeballs, that was the first song that I played today. It's like, yep, that's the one.
All right, moving out of Jim's Metal Minute, brought to you by Green Beer Grooming. We're going to jump into some gear acquisition syndrome. Brought to you by Analog Pedals. Head over to analogpedals.com and pick up your pedals today. What we like to call bougie boutique, and cheap at the same time. Pick up your analog pedals today. I'm right here in the flatlands of Kentucky. Thank you, Jeff. We love you. Moving on, Fender Player 2. Player 2, I mean, you still get satin finish necks, rolled fingerboard edges, rosewood boards, humbucker Telecasters. I mean, Player 2 Jaguars and Hylia Yellow. Transparent cherry Telecasters.
Man, those double hum tellies are so sexy. In my opinion.
Fender Player 2 white blonde with a rosewood board. Only 6 saddles though. We're at $8.99 for the tellies, $8.29 for the Jazzmasters, $8.29 for the Jags.
Did they add anything different for the twos?
Fender Player 2 Mustang Black rosewood board, $7.99. I don't know necessarily. Just says 2 single coil pickups. So I mean, either they're using the same old thing or they've added something. HSS and transparent red. This is the 70th year of the Stratocaster. So I imagine, some people are having their Strat fits. That's kind of cool. HSS Birch Green Stratocaster.
Birch green? Oh, I was gonna say it. I was like, that doesn't look like Daphne blue, and it doesn't. It's, I mean, seafoam green. I was like, that's definitely not seafoam green, but
It's calling it BIRCH. I'm guessing that's birch. They've got 5 8 pounds, 6 ounces at Sweetwater, 8 pounds, 7 pounds, 14 ounces, 8.5 pounds, 7-Eleven, 8.6, 8,
wow.
7.14. So they've got a wide range.
Which I know you'd get in the 7.
Yeah, if I was doing that, I'd probably buy something in 7s.
Which it still sucks because I still want to get a Strat, but I don't know what, you know what I mean? Like, I still want a Les Paul and I still want a Strat, but I don't know where to go.
Yeah, there's a regular birch green single Strat, which is cool.
And they got the smaller headstocks, right? Those aren't the big jumbo 70 style, right?
No, they're the small ones.
Yeah. I think the jumbos look better on the Jazzes.
Yes.
And like the Meteoras and like stuff, but as far as like
a Stratocaster,
Strat, I don't like the jumbos.
They look cheap
to me. Yeah.
Basically, I'm just seeing a couple really just new colors. Nothing crazy. You get the humbucker configurations and the HSS, but it's really just colors.
And the best part about the Mexican Strats is all the pre-wired pick guards you can get. Just slap it in there. Well, it depends on if they're, I don't know how they're routed, because, so there's some of them that have the big block, the big hole in the middle. So you can do 2, you can do the HH, you can do the HSS, you can do the HSH,
Alnico 5 magnets. And they're not really saying like Modern C 9.5. So it's nothing really that's nothing that we haven't seen before except for colors.
I wish they do more reverse headstocks.
Yes. I wish they would just really just go for it and start combining. Give me a reverse telly headstock on a Strat with like an HSH or an SSH type deal, or give me a Jazzmaster with a reverse Strat neck and an actual really good tremolo. Give me a P90 Telecaster with a string through body. I don't know, something.
I wish
kind of get out there and just go for it instead of like, oh, we revamped our pickups and we're giving you the same old 70-year-old design that's just a little different looking.
It's like, I wish they would come out with a Flying V guitar, but they're like, you know what? I'm not gonna mess with Gibson right now. I don't want that smoke.
But I mean, and I guess I get it. Fender's always kind of like that. And I mean,
is it Meteora their only new body shape that they've come out with in the past 20 years? I think that's it, because the Starcaster's from the 60s. So I think the Meteor is the only new body
besides like the
like the
Stratacoustic or that Stratasonic or whatever, that new acoustic style thing, the hybrid thing. And the mixtures, like what they do with the Parallel Universe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
But I mean, that's not even a new body. That's just doing what I was saying. Like, mismatching shit and just throwing it at the wall.
But on Fenders, if Fender's not broke, there's nothing to fix. They're never not gonna not have.
And they're always gonna sell. People are always gonna want them.
I mean, at least they.
I guess
amps.
What it is, that the amps is where it's at.
And
I guess pedals. What it is for me is I've been eating the Fender fucking turkey for so long. It's just like the same old thing.
Yeah.
It's nice to, I don't know, breathe some different air.
Well, that's why I like you look at like Schecter and it's like there's always something new. There's like different body shapes. I mean, yeah, they're kind of rehashed from like Gibsons and Fenders and everything, but it's like their own thing,
Oh, yeah.
It's like I like the fact that like LTD and ESP sends out 50 colors 2 years ago in one, and it's like, oh my God, there's so many guitars and Ibanez. There's more Ibanez's on the used market than they're ever going to manufacture in the next 20 years. I mean, there's so many Ibanez's out there. I just wish, at least Gibson's doing, trying, but they're not going to ever come out with something like radical.
No, it doesn't seem like the radical. Fender Radical will be in the Paranormal series, and Gibson's Radical it seems to be like their mod shop.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The stuff that comes out of the mod shop seems very interesting. Color wise.
But with Dave Mustaine coming in there, and he wants the Explorer on the V. I mean, I wonder if they do that Explorer style headstock on I still want to see Explorer style headstock on like NES 335. I want to see, you know what I mean? Like I want to see something different, which I mean, you could do it. It'd have to be a little thicker headstock, like maybe like Kramer thick instead of like a little thinner.
Yeah.
But I do want to get a Fender. I just don't know what I want to do. It'd probably be a gym route. That way I know what I can shred on it and be
it's
happy,
like people when they want a Les Paul, it's like what kind of burst? And then it's like buying a car, picking a wedding venue. It's like people will wait 20 years just to find the right burst.
Well, yeah. And then we go in and we start looking at the AAA flame maple real tops, not veneer tops, the real tops. We're like, oh my God, did you see the pattern on that? Oh my God. I remember there's one that Josh sent me once, and it was this tiger. That's the only way I can. It wasn't a tiger striped Fender or Gibson top, but the way the wood looked and the way the color scheme was with the burst or whatever, it was just the most unbelievable I've ever seen, because it was like an orange burst, like a lava burst, something. But it's the most beautiful flame maple top I've ever seen in my life, and it was like I don't know, it was like $10,000 or something.
Yeah, there's another one I seen. It was a relic, but it wasn't like a burst. It was like a crusty old gold top with like burst under it, and Jesus Christ. Just some magazine queen I seen. Looked really cool.
You know what would be really cool? Get a gold top, but with a flame maple top. Like a see-through gold top.
Satin gold.
Yeah.
Gold stain. How that would work.
That's what I was trying to figure out, because like I wanted to do that with a Shoreline gold, but I couldn't imagine a flame maple top on a Telly or a Strat.
Gold blonde, or I don't know how you'd classify that.
But it would be awesome to have a gold, like I don't know if it would just be a gold sheen or what they would have to do, but it would be cool to have a flame maple top with gold.
Yeah.
With a gold topper on it. Because you've seen it in black, with fades, you see it in gray, you see it in blues, you see it in reds and oranges, of course, are like the most, the burst, but they could do a gold burst.
How can you get gold to be like a gold stain? Because that's really what it is. You want to see through it, so it's got to be some sort of stain. And I'm guessing there is a gold stain.
Would you have the wood, the flame maple would probably have to be stained pretty dark. It would probably have to be a pretty pronounced flame, instead of like, a light flame like they do, and then they can just put the clear coat over the the colors over the top of it, and it cuts through real nice. But I wonder if they might have done it, or they might have tried.
Yeah,
a gold top though, because I want a gold top, but I don't know if I'd want a gold top at the same time.
I'd want a gold top with P90s or a gold top junior. I think that would be cool. Like a Nichols, but not a Nichols.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
The Nichols looked nice.
It was cool, but like a flat top junior kind of thing. I don't know. Something like that. I didn't like the custom. It's cool, but I like juniors as juniors, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, your junior's awesome.
It's just a junior. It's not anything special about it. It's just a regular old burst junior.
But it is the last year that you could have got the under $1,000 junior.
Yeah, it wasn't the $1,000 junior when I bought it though.
Was it not?
That's a normal junior. The $1,000 juniors are the specials or
Oh,
whatever.
that's right. Never
Yeah,
mind. Yeah, you had yours was the 15, but still, yours was still the sub 2, which is still extremely nice.
yeah. Well, guys, we are going to get out of gear acquisition syndrome because Player 2 series. Guys, check it out. Sweetwater, wherever you guys buy your stuff. We're gonna jump in to a little bit of news and kind of the big mean discussion at the end of it. Looks like Josh Homme, whatever. It looks like Queens of the Stone Age will be canceling shows. Josh needs surgery. He seems pretty tight-lipped about most things, so we don't necessarily know what it's for.
Right, and I want to know if they're going to have to cancel the catacombs.
Yeah, it doesn't say that they've canceled it as of yet.
Because that's what I was looking for first to see if they were doing that, because that's like a huge deal. So maybe I don't think they are, but that would be catastrophic for them, if they can't do something that nobody's ever done before, because that's a big deal for them, like a really big deal for them.
Yes. For sure. So, shout out to Queens of the Stone Age and hope everything's better on their end. And they can get back to doing what they do best. Looks like we have some more frustration as, some people are just upset when people just don't do well. Lopper 70 becoming increasingly frustrated as she struggles with microphone and staging problems as the crowd began to thin out. So it looks like Cyndi Lauper is growing frustrated as people are walking out of her farewell tour. Would you guys walk out on an act if they were going through it or if it just wasn't up to snuff?
Nope.
Yes and no. If it was that bad, I would. But if I understand, something was wrong or whatever, I would.
If they were ranting, yes, I would leave. But
Yeah.
if they were trying their hardest to say, like, maybe her voice is out, or as long as she's not, as long as it's not somebody that's, too drunk to play, or, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if it's just like they're hoarse or they're just not hitting the notes, I'll still stay there because they're trying, they could have canceled, you know what I mean? But if it's just complete garbage because you're being a garbage human, then yeah, I'll leave. But I haven't left yet.
No, I haven't left one yet.
Thank goodness we haven't had to leave one yet. I mean, I got forced because I wasn't driving to leave Kid Rock back in 09, but
Yeah.
or 08. But at least I got to see Rev Run and Jake Isles band with them, so I mean that was cool. So little silver lining to it.
Silver lining. I don't know if this is a silver lining. Scammer impersonating Steve Perry steals $122,000 from 75-year-old fan.
Wow.
Reports that the fake Mr. Perry had a business opportunity and, of course, needed a woman in life. The woman sent the fake Perry $72,000 via wire transfers, as well as $50,000 in gift cards.
Jeez.
She went to the police, then got instructed that she needs to go to the FBI. And then, yeah, you kind of get where that goes.
Yep.
Don't be a scammer. Don't be lame. Rest in peace, Tom Fowler, bassist for Frank Zappa and Ray Charles, dead at 73. Joe Egan from Steelers Wheel and Jared Rafferty, dead, 77. A lot of people dying. More Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi hits new low as latest album plunges off charts.
Whoa.
Forever debuted at 5 in its first week of release. Album plunged out of the Billboard Top 200 album sales following a week. He basically just needs another hit somewhere on that, and he'll get back up there.
Well, we all know why. He's missing a certain somebody.
Yeah, but it seems like they're never gonna get it together.
No, but you know, if Sambora came back, it'd be a different story.
A lot of people would definitely, it would turn the page for him again.
And people forget that Sambora's got a hell of a voice, and was, he was like the Michael Anthony coming up, because Bon Jovi's voice over the years is it's regressed.
Well, yeah, a lot of things have.
And it's not so much, John Bon Jovi is hanging on as much as he can, but he knows the writing's on the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love him. He's great, but man, it's one of those deals. It's like sometimes you just need hang up when you're on top. Don't degrade yourself and just keep don't bury yourself whenever you're still, do one-offs or do a residency somewhere.
For sure.
Just take it easy. Take care of that voice.
Yeah, and I think sometimes when the end of the road happens, you just have to realize it.
Some don't.
But then maybe he just needs to, take a break and work and just get it back to normal.
Which, people said the same thing about B.B. King. Was like B.B. King was having a time of his life before he died. So no, I wanted to see that. That's why he had a backing band. Like, he had the time of his life. That was.
But BB was going through it too. People were walking out after Thrill's gone.
That's true. Absolutely.
And he'd wait to the end, and people would get mad, but people would leave after he played Thrill's gone. People would leave,
which is sad.
So. Last bit here, or at least for news anyway. Talking about an old Elvis deal. I've been interested in Honda mini bikes. So I've been looking around at different bikes, and I found a bike that I was interested in, an old school Honda C110 Sports Cub. And come to find out that the red bike Elvis chases the chick in Viva Las Vegas is a Honda C110 Sports Cub. So I thought that was kind of an odd comparison, and Elvis was even involved in the advertisements. I believe he was even so far as picked some certain locations or some other stuff about it. There's a whole big story about Elvis and the C110 and how that went down.
Which I'm sure is at Graceland right now.
I'm sure there probably is, but yeah, I thought that was kind of. I've been looking for these bikes and looking at some of these bikes, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's a prime example of one under the King. So,
which I've always wanted one. I don't have one yet, but he's got two, and he's got a trail. Oh, he's got a trail 125. Yeah. It's yellow. Oh, it's so beautiful. And his monkey. His monkey is fantastic.
If you follow us on Instagram, there's a few pictures of the monkey with another monkey on there.
Yep. But the new Trail 125 she's a beautiful specimen.
It is a hell of a machine for sure.
It's a beautiful specimen.
But yeah, I just thought that was odd. Elvis and that bike and getting by. It was just a odd coincidence. I figured it was worthy of a ladder of the show, bringing it up.
Which, everybody knows him for his, famous Harley, but it's one of those things that's like, I didn't know that was a Honda.
Yeah. In the Viva Las Vegas movie, the red bike he rides is a Honda. For sure.
That's fantastic. Things See, that's the things you
The more you know.
it's like you're not even looking. You're just doing your leisurely stuff, and you're like, I'm not even going to look for something for the podcast. I'm just going to look for something for me right now.
Yeah.
And then boom, there's something.
There's something that kind of goes with my life and music, and it's just worthy of bringing up at the end. If you guys are still here with us, whenever you all tune in, thank you guys so much. Semi short one today, unless Jim's got something else we want to talk about.
We can go forever. 49 days till football.
49 days till football. It's post 4th of July. Hell, it almost feels like summer's over, but it's really just begun.
I mean, we've got summer festivals going on right now, but I'm gearing up for what's coming up this fall, because there seems like there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming this fall. Because as much as I want to do a summer festival,
they suck. You get to the end of it and you're just blowed out, wore out. It takes 3 days to recover. You're burnt.
Because the show we went to was on Blacktop in 2009. It was on Blacktop, and it was 110 degrees that day without heat index. It was one of the hottest days in Little Rock ever, and none of us got sunburned. Don't ask us how.
I don't even know how that happened.
Not one of us got sunburnt, and out of all people that should have got sunburnt, it would have been us two. We should have been the two that just completely fried. But
I hid in the shade a lot too.
Yeah. There's a picture. I wish if I can find it, there's a picture of me underneath a big R, and they used to call me Red back. I mean, still our buddy Derek still calls me Red, or James, but mostly it's Red. They used to call me Red back in the day. And I was underneath. I was just sitting there waiting for them, and unbeknownst to me, I was sitting underneath a big red R, and I never lived that down for years. It was a big deal at the time, because they were looking for me, and then where do they find me? Underneath a big red R. What are the odds?
Yeah, by himself, the red man under the big red R, by himself,
all by myself. Nobody.
I giggled so hard for the rest of the day. I think that picture's on an old PlayStation at Derek's house.
Oh my gosh!
I think.
It's so fantastic. If I find it, we'll have to post it.
Definitely have to post it. But guys, I apologize for the short one. But if you happen to learn anything on this show,
it was definitely by accident.
Guys, it's 56 minutes. Don't kill us. Big, small, one and all. We got it here for you. The Guitar Bars Podcast. Greenbeard, Greenbeard, Analog Pedals, and Franklin Straps. Check them out. As always, I've been your host, Josh Jones.
I've been your co-host, Jim Steger.
Guys, take it easy. Enjoy the lighter show today. We'll be back next week, hitting it hard and heavy. Later.
Well, don't touch my hair.